Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a...
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Powers through him, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
To the air on first down with Pickett. And this one is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with it.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on the punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 18. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing Jones. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
To throw again on second down. Pickett firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Jones.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Jones throw into the hands of Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Ravens at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's complete to Whitaker. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll run with Dobbins.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Dobbins once more, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
On 4th down, Jones. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pickett now on first down.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On second down, this is Harris.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Now Pickett on 4th down.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Throwing to start the drive, Jones. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. 25 yards that time.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27.
Looking to throw. Jones.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give. Running left is Harris. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett.
Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. He finds his man, complete. It's Whitaker. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Jones. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Right back to Chris Godwin.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd and a yard, Jones.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the slot, complete.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few... All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And that score gives him a little more separation and a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now. They can do more things defensively, maybe take a few more gambles as they try to continue to extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Marlon Humphrey with a tackle defensively.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
Well, we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Here we go. It's Pickett on fourth down.
Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, try to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up...
team. And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 14.
45 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
That's caught left side by Hardman. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now a toss left side for Dobbins.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd down and goal. Jones. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Ravens are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Oladoke into the air on first down.
He gets it complete to Harris. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra play.
And this is caught inside the 5.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 53 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Oladoke again.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
The extra point by Sly is up and good
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved.
Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Throwing, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Whitaker.
And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Whitaker. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll try to draw here with Dobbins.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Jones off the bootleg.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. And it was the Raiders who were able to come away with a victory there. A victory there would mean they're 6th on the year.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.